Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Bebop here. We are going from Lazarus out here in Reekwater to Cutlass Keys. This will be the area where the new raid is at, coming on the 15th of October. The raid will be right next door to Barnacles down here in Cutlass Keys. So go to Admiral Shrine. We're going to go up to the docks, unlock Barnacles Expedition, and then we're going to go waltzing in and we're going to run a regular. Now this is a level 60 dungeon. This was my favorite dungeon when I first started playing New World and really running dungeons a lot. This was added in later. It was not in originally. So this dungeon is, I think, really cool inside. It's got good music. The gates opening and stuff sound really good. The whole environment's of pirates and alligators and all that stuff I really liked. The last boss, the first boss is, it's fun, but it's kind of a timing thing. You can't speed it up, but only so much, and then which you'll see. And then the final boss is one that really hones your skill because there's a lot of stuff going on. So each dungeon, as you progress in your, leveling up, you are getting thrown stuff in dungeons here and there, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. This one, the final boss, is throwing a lot at you. The last boss is actually Angry Earth. So this whole dungeon is 99% lost. Their alligators are beast. So you want to have your beast trophies up in the home. You want to have your lost trophies up in the home. You really only want your lost and Angry Earth ward pots and coatings. So the last boss being Angry Earth, that's when you'll put on your Angry Earth ward pot and coatings. Yeah. But anyways, let's focus up here. We got our first named enemy. We're going to pull everybody to him. A nice big pull. And we're going to try to melt down as fast as we can. Once we do that, we need the healer or somebody with a throwable or a shootable projectile weapon to open up the gate. They're going to have to hit the lever through the gate, open it up. As you saw in that first part, someone had to talk to the person downstairs when all the enemies were killed, and then someone hit the lever, and that opened up the first gate. This is a very important part right here. DPS all need to go to the lightning guy behind me right now. So there's a lightning guy behind me. I position myself where I can still aggro him at times. You saw the DPS pull him close. That guy right there is dangerous. He does a lot of damage. Now in a regular, is he dangerous? Not really. But in mutations, he will one-shot a lot of people, especially the DPS and the healer. So he's really strong. He pretty much one-shot everybody but the tank. All right, now we're making our way through. There was another lever here that once you kill all the enemies, the healer shot this lever right there, and we are going through. Now, here's where you come up to bombers. Now, I love to aggro these and knock them into my DPS just to get a good laugh. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, all right? It's not nice. But they'll blow up on their own. You don't even have to worry about them. This mob right here, usually you will always skip this whole group of mobs. So go ahead and get used to doing that. Just pull all the way through. Tank, just grab aggro on all the enemies and come right on up. You never want to fight all these enemies. I would say 99.8% of the time when you run this, you're skipping all that. Now in a regular, when people are ranking their weapons up or whatnot, or leveling their weapons up, hey, you'll probably kill all those. You just group them up as best you can. It's a real weird spot to group up enemies. But as a tank, I come right here in the middle. The alligators will come over here to you. The healer will bring them over if they don't immediately come to you. And you just group them up here. The two, I don't know what you're called, the lost enemies, they start up here by that little ramp that you see at the top of the screen, and they work their way down. And if you meet them with all the alligators, you just kill them all here. This will set you up for the next phase where Chompy will come out of the gate. He's a big boy, so hold on. You will have two bombers that spawn, so aggro immediately. Start doing some damage when they start moving and shaking. Get ready. Oh, Bebop, you weren't ready, bro. You try. You can hit them with Calamity with a greatsword, or you can shield rush them and knock them back quite a bit. Alligator's really important to get the stamina damage down. I see I don't have aggro on those two, but I know the DPS is going to be just fine killing those. They're not really much of a threat. Big threat is Chompy, and now we move to the TLC waterfalls over here. And you want to group these up, DPS. This is where you will be on your own at the waterfall. Bebop was looking in the wrong direction. So make sure you're looking in the right direction there, Bebop. But back there is a group of mobs that will spawn, and you will group them up with the Great Axe DPS, and you will mow them down. You also grab that water moat back there. Tank will hold the big guy and the other Grenader. That Grenader will one-shot a lot of people if they're not paying attention. Once you do all that, this chest should unlock. There it goes. Hey, Schmuckmaster joined the game. What's up, Schmuckles? Now, we got bombers right here. You can choose to detonate them right here or take them up so they do damage to the enemies as you bring them up. That is how you knock them back with Calamity and they go flying. A ghost is going to spawn here on the right. You have this gunner right there, and then you have another ghost here. Now you will stop right here. You got to kill these here. Okay, if you go up top with all this, you're going to get killed. And we don't really care about the gunner in the back. He's going to just kind of do whatever. Not a big threat. Now the two bombers in here, one to the far right, one to the far left. You need to go ahead and get aggro on them. Do a little bit of damage. Try to get them to explode. And send them, you know, way back in the bleachers. DPS will come in and group up these two and mow them down. There is a platinum vein up here to my far right now. And once you kill these enemies, you are going to go to this box and grab a, I guess, wick.
Oh, no,
Let me see what it is here.
Just full on.
Whatever it is, you're going to get it to so you can blow up a cave. So let's call it dynamite. How about that? Platinum vein right there. You can choose to get it if you want. Now, when you run mutations this dungeon, for some reason, this dungeon is one of those that you really don't even have to worry about getting gatherables. And you'll be just fine. This tentacle, you want to do as much stamina damage as you can to it. You can choose to skip this tentacle if you want. I would say as you're leveling up, go ahead and take it out. Because most people are going to be expecting that. Now, you want to grab aggro on these mobs right here. If you're the tank, you can run through and take them with you if you want. Or you just stop right here. Go ahead and let those bombers explode. And now we're gonna go past the mage here. Now DPS needs to take out this, I call it mage, but it's a fisherman or whatever it is. You need to go ahead and take that out. Come over here to where the ghosts spawn, because when you're leveling up, people are not going to know to stay to the far right, so you don't spawn the ghost. So you might as well spawn the ghost and go ahead and mow everything down. Now that mage is still alive back there, and you don't want that. On mutations, that guy one-shots pretty much everybody. It's very powerful enemy right there. That lightning strike, whoo, hits hard, bruh. The shaman, that's what his name is. The shaman. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Long stream today. I'm a little tired, I guess. Oh, man. Anyways, I stream every day live on Twitch, so feel free to stop by. And here we go. We're going to pull all the way down here to these enemies. Usually you want to hug the right of the wall right there and not get stopped where I did. That way all the enemies come down and around the corner to you. All right, that toolbox that you got earlier, this is where you're going to put that fuse down and you're going to blow up the rocks.
Am I get this? Holy shit. Look at that.
There's a platinum vein here on the left, right there. Now there's a shaman here too on the left at the bottom of the stairs. Tank, aggro these, but then you want to basically aggro this shaman too. You can either pull to the right so you can leave the shaman by itself so the DPS can take them out, or you could choose to pull to the shaman and everybody can group damage. It's up to you. In M3s, I usually like to pull away from the shaman. That way the DPS has plenty of room and don't have to worry about getting hit by the other enemies. But since there's only 3 of us going through this, it's just a little bit different. So you'll find out as you go through it what you like best. Now after you kill these mobs, there's a lever on the gate here.
Cannonballs.
Go ahead and get in the middle here. Great axe to a group of mobs, really good. And let's mow it down. Now this part, you're gonna go upstairs after this guy's dead, or while he's dying, someone can go upstairs. You can grab a cannonball and shoot it over here at the barrels up the stairs to the right, which I'm hoping I go up there and show you. Up there you see the barrels, so someone loading the cannonball will go ahead and light it up. Boom. Now you shoot that lever right there, usually the healer.
There you go.
Now you don't have to grab the cannonball, you can shoot it a number of times with the weapon and it will still blow up, so either way. A lot of times the healer's working on that while we're fighting. First boss here, strike amulet for everybody, okay? Strike amulet. And if you want to put on a little fire protection too, that's fine too. Strike amulet because that's what this guy does mostly. All right, get aggro on this guy. You're gonna basically go through 3 phases in this fight where he's gonna jump up on the railing up there. He's gonna blast cannonballs at you. Rows of fire are gonna spawn on the ground and enemies. And what you want to do is grab the cannonballs that spawn and take them to the cannonball shooters, and you're going to want to hit them with those cannonballs. Now, in the first 2 phases, only 1 cannonball will spawn. Someone will pick it up and load it, and then you will shoot it. Now there has been a bug with these turrets here lately where if you load them, sometimes you can't shoot. It'll just knock you right out, so someone else has to get in there and do it.
Yeah, no, it's a known glitch.
And that's what happened to our DPS right there. So he let me know about it, and I got over there and helped him out. So after you hit him 3 times, he's gonna jump down. We took too long, so another mob of enemies spawn. So you want to try to get it done as quick as you can. Watch out for that barrel that he throws. You'll light up, you'll have like a little red target sign lighting up in front of you. So you want to make sure you go ahead and dodge that if you're a DPS or a healer. This next wave will also be just 1 row of fire. The last wave will be 2 rows of fire. Watch out for those kegs. They do spew out oil. If you get oil on you, you will burn more, as you can see down there at the bottom. So try not to stand next to those kegs and don't let them blow up on you. Now, if you want to troll your teammates and you have a fire staff, well, you can heavy attack those when teammates go to blow them up or whatnot, and you'll see your teammate get blown up. It's pretty funny. That's what I like doing. It's entertaining because this boss fight's a little bit like, come on, let's hurry up and get through this. But it is a cool idea, I was playing around with that barrel right there. All right, this will be the 3rd and final phase, and you will see 2 rows. So be careful, try to cross at the X. Well, right here you won't see an X because there are 2 lines, but usually they go at diagonals, so you would cross at the X. So you just cross once and you'll be fine. Be careful when you get on here. Look at your health and try not to take too much fire like that right there, because you could really get killed if you don't, have really good gear. because you won't be thinking about anything but getting in there and shooting the boss, and next thing you know, you get hit by 2 lions at the same time and a keg. Good night. All right, let's mow him down and get out of here.
Nice.
All right, here's a shrine and a chest. The next part, you're gonna either roll dodge through the cursed gold, or you will hop or jump through the cursed gold if you want to get through it a little bit quicker. These ghosts are super annoying. There's a platinum vein right there, by the way. These ghosts are kind of annoying to group up. Just try to pull to this far one as best you can. They hit really, really hard, so be mindful of that. They do lightning damage. And also, I hadn't said it before, but lost enemies are weak to nature damage and also weak to strike damage. Now, as a tank, you pull up here to these ghosts, and then you can go around. If you cut across, the ghosts are really weird about that. If you cut across the gold, they're really weird. They'll go back and forth, and they'll come late, and then they'll de-aggro from you and go to somebody else, usually the healer. So if you bring them up and around that wall right there, then come down, you can just pull them all really nicely in a group right here. A lot of teams get wiped on this pull here in M3s. They do a lot of damage, and a lot of times it's just burn damage also, and your respect for, you know, void or nature or whatever it is. So it's just a lot of damage.
Good. It's a good movie to watch tonight.
All right, here's a shrine and another chest. This is a lightning room. So you're going to kill these enemies that are downstairs. You're going to then get 3 balls and take them to that shrine that was just to my right. And you're going to put them in there to get rid of the lightning, which I'll show you here in a second. Go ahead and pull to the big guy here, and you can have DPS mow down the, you know, grenader or the gunner back there by itself. That gunner will always jump out of your reaps and jump back. Very hard to group up. You can pull all the mobs to the gunner that way, or you could do it this way. All right, here we go. Healer's going to talk to the one on the walkway. Nindy is going to go ahead and grab the first lightning orb. You can use your abilities, by the way, to get there quicker. The healer will a lot of times put a beacon on a teammate, whoever has an orb. Help speed them up. And one more offering and we're good. We're going to make our way to the final boss, but first we got to pass some angry earth enemies and some beast enemies. So we're going to have 3 tentacles. We're going to have a couple ghosts. We're going to have some alligators, and it's going to be fun. So these 2 ghosts, you want to go ahead and go to this first ghost, have the healer or someone with a weapon that can grab the other ghost down there, bring them to you here. Always fight both of these here because they apply a slow to you, and you don't want to sit there and be hopping all the way down to the other one and then end up accidentally grabbing aggro on the tentacle. So pull that one to you, and now you could choose to fight these or skip these. If you skip these, you need to let everybody know that's what you're planning on doing. The best thing is just to go ahead and kill them in a regular. That way you don't have any confusion. And you can just go on from there. There will be a water moat to the right when I enter this area. There's going to be a ghost down here. You want to just pull him around to the right. Now, with that we killed that tentacle, it doesn't really matter. We can just kill him here. But you never want to skip this guy because that slow he applies will get you killed to the next mobs. Now, you can kill this tentacle or run past all these enemies again. And the next part, whoever grabs that moat, the water moat, needs to be very careful because the alligator likes to go after that person quite often, even if the tank's first. For some reason, that's how it's set up. We're going to kill these two right here. There's one or two more alligators to my left, so someone can pull those as we're killing that. Or you just walk over here and kill it here. Now, you cannot run all the way to the boss fight anymore without the gator following you. The gator will follow, so you have to kill it before you enter. So you want to do that because you want to get out of combat so you can put on your Angry Earth Ward Pot and your Angry Earth coatings. That's what you got to do to this boss. In the lore of the game, it's technically like a lost enemy with Angry Earth attributes or whatnot. I don't know. Someone in the comments can maybe let me know. It was once lost, then turned to Angry Earth. But slash weapons work best on this boss. Nature damage is what this boss primarily does with the wind that she shoots. That you will get applied rend to you if she hits you with those, so you want to try to dodge them as best you can. Tank usually is on the outside. He can take more of the damage from the tornadoes that are going to be spawning here in a second. And DPS will be more toward the inside. When she hunches over like that, she's about to spawn the first tornado. Get out of the way. Do not go toward the middle or she will kill you. It will suck you in and kill you. I'm showing that there, how it pulled me in. I'm high enough level where it really doesn't matter at a regular. I'm not worried about it. Those wind shots right there apply all that rend that you see there, and that stuff makes you take way more damage to any attack she does. If your DPS behind her wear a thrust amulet, because that turnaround hit she does right there, that is a thrust attack. Other than that, nature protection in your armor will help you against this boss fight a lot. There's also lightning damage. Obviously, you see that from the spear that she threw. And she will spawn lightning also. But you don't really need a spec for that. It's a small part of this fight. And you can just dodge that. That back hit right there, if you're DPS and you didn't have thrust amulet, you get one shot. These tornadoes, try to stay out of them. You can dodge if you get pulled into them. And get out of them that way. So feel free to do that. I don't know where I'm going with all my abilities right there. I think Bebop was tired in this one. Ooh, there's some lag. That might have been what's going on.
Yeah, I seen you get like 20 more kills or whatever with a demo coat.
So you'll have the two tornadoes that you need to watch out from. One goes around the very edge of the map. One goes around the inside area. And that's it. That is Barnacles. Don't forget your chest on the way out. And hopefully you enjoyed that review of Barnacles. So I will show you the imitation version later in another video. And this dungeon is really cool in my opinion. So the sounds, the musics, you know, the bombers, the gators, all the different types of enemies. It's really cool. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment. Think about subbing, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.